Tom, defeating our National League Cup opener, I guess some people see this as, just an extra cup, but for us we always want to win every game we play in, don't we? So maybe a bit of disappointment for us this evening.
Well, it's certainly disappointment because we haven't won the game. I thought it was a really good game, good technical game. Brighton were big, strong boys. Obviously the emphasis being on their youth and what have you, but I thought it was a really entertaining game, a game that we worked out how we could, damage them, hurt them, whatever you want to call that, and we got our noses in front, but inexplicable error from ourselves put them back in the game. I always use the analogy when I say to the lads, there's too many people in our group that I believe react negatively to a disappointment, and they don't recover quickly enough. The top sportsmen in the world, whether they're tennis players, golfers, all of these people, you've got to live in the moment. Once you've made a mistake, you've got to get on with it. Your game isn't going to fall apart, and if one of your mates have made a mistake, then it's up to you as a teammate or a team member to make sure that you don't make the next mistake in the next one. But we had a 2-minute spell where we just gifted them the game, and that's a concern. Although I will say the group that played tonight, it's funny, from the group that came last year in the same competition, Brighton had 4 lads who started the game last year. We didn't have any. So it just shows you the change around we've had. And again, other than Tristan at the front and Cameron in the middle, everybody else on our team could probably be playing their team in terms of their age.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm not I probably sound a little bit doom and gloomy, but I'm not, because I'm understanding of the group that I put out there. Only if I had to would I be picking that team in the National League. So I do understand that. But in the manner in which we've lost the game, I can't be anything but disappointed. We've made a horrendous error. But that bloke's been fantastic for us. And then we make an attempted challenge, which I have to watch again, but I think he's going to get the wrath of my tongue on Thursday when I see how he's lost the challenge. That's a worry. But, it's a game that fans don't really want to see, because they don't come to watch it, many. So they shouldn't be too disappointed if they didn't come.
Yeah, well, that is one way of looking at it, isn't it? But, as we said earlier, inside the camp, there'll be a little bit of disappointment. Yeah. I mean, when, as well, with the loss on Saturday as well, it's not the best starts, but, hey, it's so early in the season, we've got plenty of time.
Well, we're 3 points off the top of the league in our league, and we're 3 points off the top of the league in this cup competition. So I don't know why the worry is. At the end of the day, look, I'm not going to harp on about what we can't put on the pitch, but everybody knows we've got a little bit of an issue with injuries at the minute, and I think 1 or 2 of them lads need to speed themselves up. Let's say that, because we're going to need their bodies. Like as we've seen in the first 2 games, we can be competitive with anybody we play. I've always said that, but doing that consistently and relying on younger lads to do it on a consistent basis is difficult, and that's the crux of where we are. But that won't stop me going to bed and sleeping soundly this evening, knowing that we tried the right things. We did a lot of really good things tonight against a fantastic outfit. They've got more staff than we've got fans at this game near enough. 20 staff came with them guys. So we're on a different level to this football club. It doesn't matter that they're under 21 footballers. Some of them have been in and around their first team. So that's just the magnitude of the task we had. And I thought, in fairness, for the vast majority of the game, I thought we were really competitive. I thought it was their physicality and their athleticism is the difference, and that's why they're Premier League athletes before they're Premier League footballers these days. And they've got to be commended on the fact that they didn't react negatively when they conceded a goal. Let's not forget, it's a hell of a ball from Claridge and a great finish from Harry Gandol.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's a positive in itself. But listen, I think Jed's done really well. Keno's did really well. Cameron, for the most part, was excellent. People that I wanted to see in certain areas. Kiban's made a great contribution. Archie, look, there's a lot more positives than there are negatives just because we've lost a football match. It's not the rules, you can't lose. But we're disappointed because we have felt we've gifted them the game rather than them taking it away from us.
Well, you touched on it there. It's good to see Hadi obviously had a really good form in pre-season, come in and well, a brilliant finish, wasn't it? And he was one of those, wasn't he? We published that long list of injuries and then ended up missing Saturday, so it's good to see him back as well. Well,
that was precautionary on Saturday because he had a real sharp feeling on Tuesday after our game here on the pitch in front of the fans. So we had to wear on a sense because we haven't got a massive amount of bodies fit and available if he's going to be out for a long time. So hopefully we nip that one in the bud. He looked like he reacted well when he came on the pitch. He looked dangerous, not just his goal, but he looked dangerous with his movement and his strength. So that's a great addition from the weekend. That's one. James Henry isn't a million miles away from being back on the training ground, I wouldn't have thought. And neither Ryan Jones. So we got some light at the end of a tunnel with a lot of dark things in it. But, you know, we move on to now Thursday, back into training. We'll have a rest day tomorrow, and we'll prepare as best we can for the first league home game on Saturday here against Boston.